Hello, Flosstube. This is Katie Carney, Katie Carney Stitching, and this is my Flosstube number 84. Happy July 8th. I thought I would be here before the 4th of July, but last weekend I did a lot of stitching, but I didn't have much to show you, so I figured I would just wait and come on when I had more to show. So anyway, happy day. It's been 15 years now since my grandfather unexpectedly passed away, so thinking about him today. I hope everybody's well. It is hot here. Tropical humidity, 90 degrees plus every day. Hot. You know, got the blinds and blinds and the curtains closed on all the windows. The window unit going back there, you can kind of see it. I do have, when I go to work, I set the air conditioners up here to 78, so the one in here and then in my bedroom. And then I slowly bring the temperature down when I get home. Today, what I did was I closed the spare bedroom door and the hall closet, and I have them both going to 74. And it's kind of because the bathroom is up here and it gets really hot, so I'm hoping that it'll keep it a little more comfortable in the bathroom, because my uncle, his wife, and maybe some of their friends are coming over tonight to have pizza. Sorry, my shirt has one of those things. Let's pull it off. Usually it's behind my head. Anyway, my uncle is coming tonight, and I don't want them to be uncomfortable because they're all used to central air conditioning, which we do not have in our 135-ish year old house. And then tomorrow, my brother and my sister-in-law are coming to spend the day from Tennessee, and they're going to go to a hotel. They'll spend Monday here again with Fra. I'll make dinner, and then they'll leave Tuesday. So that's nice little treat. But I wanted to get on here and record a quick video because I have been a prolific stitcher, but pretty monogamous. So let's get to it. So I have two finishes today. No fully finished items, but two finishes. I don't think you saw this done last time. Maybe you did, and if you did, you're seeing it again. But this is from like Everything Cross Stitch or the World of Cross Stitch. It's one of the little kits that comes in the magazine. So I finished this, and this is gonna go to the sister that I meet with for Christmas. I'm gonna put it in a little card for her, and then I am going to make that again. And I thought I would do it right away, but I did not. And I'm gonna do the birds on that one in this red. This is an anchor. And it is 4735, and apparently I've used it before. I don't remember, but I am going to do that one again. I'll have just enough floss. And I'm going to do the second one for my friend who's getting married December 23rd, and I will give her it as a card, but as part of her wedding gift. And then my other finish is my Sunday stitch that at first I worked on it for like a couple days during the week, and then I decided that I wanted to enter it into a local fair, and that is in August. So I was like, well, I'll probably need to give it more than Sundays. And then I really wanted to do Christmas in July, and I didn't want to cheat. So I worked on it and worked on it and worked on it, and I finished on the last day of June, which I think is the 30th, or are there 31 days in June? I don't know the song. However many days are in June, I finished it that Friday, so Saturday I could start Christmas in July. And that is the Jesus face by Vervaco. This was a kit that was gifted to me. I did use the DMC conversion that Vanna had posted on her Stitch With Me video about when she did a Stitch With Me working on the kit. She posted her DMC conversion, so I did use that. And here are those colors. And I'm actually going to leave them on here because I feel like this feels like one of those patterns you might do again. The only one, there was 9 colors, and this color, there's just a hair left. So I did this, finished it, like I said, June 30th or 31st, and I love it. But I gotta tell you, so I started in the center at his nose, and then I worked kind of this way, and then I worked like in the eyes and kind of worked up. Well, this whole section here, confetti, and I saved that for last. And I mean, it wasn't like confetti, like 1 stitch here, 1 stitch there. It was like 3 or 4 stitches, and a couple places it was 1 stitch here and there. And let me tell you, that was very difficult for me. But we powered through, and here it is. Oh, I love it. So this is on the kit fabric, which is like an off-white Aida, 14 count, and like I said, the DMC conversion. I just think he looks wonderful. He does look a little pixelated. I think it's because it's so bright in here, because it's 1400 degrees and the sun is out. Like you can see, look at how beautiful my skin looks. It doesn't really look this nice. But anyway, here's Jesus. So yeah, I started here, and I kind of worked down and up. I don't know. I loved every stitch though, even the confetti part. So now my issue is I have this in a project roll because my friend's father wanted to see it in person. So I had ironed it really well, and then I went over to her house and she was like, will you bring it? So I did, but I put it in. I was like, how am I going to get this there? Project roll. This is why we made them. But I need a frame. I really wanted to use something from my house because I live in an old house and we have lots of old frames. And one of the frames that I really like is this one. That's really the color I want, but it's big. It's like 11 by 14. Yeah, it's too big. I need an 8 by 10. So that's too big because I do have another one. And then I also have one that's too small. And then I have a couple that are the right size, but they're too red. I need something with no red in it, like that a red wood tone. So I'm going to go to Salvation Army and see if they have anything. And I really didn't want to buy a new frame for this. Not that I'm too cheap to buy a frame, but that I wanted something with some dings and wear, and I don't know. I wanted it to be, I know what I want. I just can't find it. So I'm going to go to Salvation Army. If they don't have it, I am planning to frame this myself because I'm going to enter it in the Hartford Fair. And I feel like if you're going to enter something, you should do all of it. You know, you shouldn't frame it. Maybe I don't know. That's how I feel. So I'm going to enter it because it's beautiful and I'm proud of it. But I need to get it framed. So this weekend I can't go to Salvation Army because my family's coming and, you know, it's kind of crazy. But next weekend I don't go in the hospital till the weekend after. So next weekend I'm hoping to get to Salvation Army bright and early and go through their frames. And if not, I will go to Michael's and Joann's, and Hobby Lobby will be my last ditch because I really don't want to go back to my Hobby Lobby because they treated me so terribly the last time I was there. And it's really frustrating because that's where I get my framing done. But the manager was such a witch over 75 cents that I have no desire to go back. So I'm really living in a don't know what to do. But anyway, that's my second finish and a huge finish for the year. And honestly, not something I planned to finish, but once I started stitching on it, I just couldn't stop. Sorry. It's very hot. Must stay hydrated. So I have 2 more whips. One of them, there's not much to see on. It's in this adorable little bag. And it's a Mill Hill kit that I've been working on for an embarrassingly long time because I just never work on it. And that's, what is this? Ollie the Elf. It's very cute. There's not much stitching. It's a bunch of presents. So, hang on. I'm apparently about to lose a needle. There we go. Hold, please. So here's what I have so far. So I started at the top and I'm working my way down. There's a red presents and then his pants and hands. Like there's red presents down here. And then he's got little pants and his hands, and then it's just beading. I just haven't sat down to do it. That might happen tonight when my family's here, because obviously I won't be able to sit up here and stitch. So I want this done before I go to the hospital because my Prairie Schooler Santas are going to go to the hospital with me. They're going to be like a support blanket because I have a feeling I'm not going to be able to stitch. But I'm going to be prepared because this is my vacation. So my other whip for this time is Christmas in July. So you'll notice a theme. It's all Christmas this month. And that is Stitchrovia. Santa's coming. And you may remember when I talked about this the first time that I'm making it for my friend Sarah. And it reminded me of the movie Santa Claus. It's from the 70s. It's a cartoon about a little town. It's 'Twas the Night Before Christmas is the poem it's kind of based on. And it's this little town and it's got little mice and it's just the cutest thing. So we watched it last year, and when I saw this pattern, I immediately thought of that movie. And even though she's Muslim, she loves Christmas, and this is not a religious piece, so I don't feel uncomfortable giving it to her. So I was 50% done when I put it down the last time, and I'm now 92% done. So the biggest thing that I had to do was fill in the colors that I didn't have when I started that I had to order. So a lot of this in here had to be filled in. I think like the lighter orange color had to be added. The water here, a lot of this white. I added this little house here. And then I've done the 3 reindeer, and last night I started the sleigh. So this is on a 14 count opalescent Aida that I got at probably Michael's or Hobby Lobby. I really like this fabric. I have to tell you guys something. I love Aida. I know, linen, it's beautiful, blah, blah, blah. But you know what? Aida's easy to work on. I don't have to think that hard about it. It's beautiful. There's less counting, less likely to make a mistake. I love Aida. And I love this. And this is definitely an Aida piece. It's great. I love it. So I have to finish the sleigh and put Santa in, obviously, and there's a lot of back stitching. The pattern comes with such a terrible picture. So obviously all of this is back stitched in, and you can see all the stars that need to be added. They're just in a regular anchor floss because I'm using the anchor for this. But I am going to use the DMC Diamant because I think that the stars will be really cute like that, and that's just what I'm going to do. So all that's left is the sleigh. There's about 550 stitches left in Santa there and in the sleigh, and then it's the back stitch. So if my family wasn't coming today, I could finish the stitching today and back stitch tomorrow. My family is coming, and that's more important. So I will do some stitching now when I'm done recording here, and then I'll probably finish the stitching Tuesday, and maybe start the back stitching Tuesday. We'll see. And then, so once this is done, I had planned, I want this in like a more modern kind of gray frame like this, which I already have. But I figured out that it's way too big for an 8x10. Like, I thought it was gonna fit, and I was wrong. It's about an inch too big. So I have to go up a size. See, the problem is, in my head, 8x10 frames were 8.5 by 11, like paper, and they're not. Because if it was 8.5 by 11, it would fit. So I'm gonna have to go to get a gray frame. You can get those easily at Michael's or Joann's. Although, if it's not gonna be a regular size, I might have to have it framed. We'll see. Future Katie problem, I don't need this framed until Christmas. And it is pretty, isn't it? I just didn't want it to be too big because I don't know how much wall space she has. But that's fine. So then, when that's done, we are moving on to Lavender and Lace Christmas Spirit. And this is what I will work on for the rest of the month. I will not get anywhere near a finish on this. Nowhere near. But Christmas in July, I want to give this a couple weeks. So this is where we'll be. And here is my starting point. I am using a 32 count raw, I think it's raw linen on this. I am 98% certain it's raw. It's whatever the called for was, because at everything cross stitch you can just pick your pattern and add everything to cart. I love everything cross stitch, by the way. And then so I'm using the DMC. Isn't that pretty? Looks like it's been through a war, because it has. I started this 2.5 years ago, so it's, you know, time. So there's what I have so far. So beautiful. I love, every time I show this bow that I love so much. So there's a lot, the green is all confetti in this, so it is difficult to work on. But I'm hoping to finish, I'm almost finished the ribbons. So I'm going to finish that section and then start the Santa. I think I'm going to start Santa and work up. I don't know. What do you think? Should I start Santa and work up, or should I start Santa and work down? Maybe I should work down and get that face in and make sure he's going to fit. I don't know. So that is Christmas Spirit. So that's what I'm going to work on next. And then next weekend, hold please. Me and my new travel toolkit for beading will be working on Frost Christmas ornaments. So I am planning to take some good time and get as many of those done as I can. And then the weekend after that, I will be in the hospital, which will be so fun. So fun. Happy vacation. And then the weekend after that, Mark and I will be away for our opera trip of the summer, which is really all I have to look forward to. When I was scheduling my time for the hospital, I was like, listen, I have missed so many concerts because I had the dreaded vid in December, and then I went into AFib in the spring and was not up to walking around the city of Philadelphia for months. So when I go to the hospital for this medication change, am I going to be able to travel the next weekend? Everybody keeps reassuring me that I'm going to be fine, but I'm a little nervous, so we'll see. I mean, I have to be fine. There's no real walking with this. It's you park and you go. So there's that, but I'm nervous. So that's my plans, but let me show you some haul. I have an embarrassing amount of haul again. So someone posted on Stash Unload lavender and lace patterns for $2 plus shipping, and she would combine shipping if you bought, you know, more than one. So I accidentally bought a couple that I already had. Eventually I'll do a giveaway or something with them, but I didn't get everything. I probably, hindsight being what it is, I should have just said I'll take them all. They're $2. And then given away or sold the ones I had doubles of, because there are ones that I didn't get that I don't have because I thought I had them, and then there were ones that I got that I have doubles of now. But these were $2 each. With shipping, I think they came out to be under $3 each, $2.50 or something. So I'm not stressed about it. The problem is when people post lavender and laces, they don't put the name. So I have to click on my link and look at the picture, and then you're trying to do it fast because other people are also shopping. So anyway, I got Angel of Healing. I got Michael. I got Angel of the Morning. I got Heavenly Gifts. This is one I definitely already have. Angel of Winter. Pretty sure I already had this one too. This is Angel of Autumn or Fall. This is a Told in a Garden, and this is the Country Store. I did not have this. This is Lady Claire. Did not have her either. This is Angelica. I think I had her. This is Fairy Godmother. Ooh, I love this one. And this is Angel of Christmas, and I might have had this, I don't remember. And then, not from Stash Unload, from eBay, I got Oh Christmas Tree for a very good price. This is kind of hard to find, so I was thrilled. And then this was with the fabric, $10, I think. And this is Emma's Garden. And it came with the called for fabric. Oh, isn't she cute? So nice piece of fabric to put her on. The called for fabric is, well, it calls for Amsterdam blue linen from Zweigart, bleach dyed in half. This is just a cream, but I think Emma will do fine in cream. Actually, I've been looking for that one, so I was thrilled to find it, and at a good price with fabric. And then this one was like, with shipping, it was $10, I think. And it's actually a freebie, a Christmas 1994, and it's the Blessed Mother holding the baby Jesus. And it was fully kitted for $10. So I paid for a freebie, I realized that. But you can't get it. It was like a freebie if you bought something in 1994, you can't get them. So I figured that the fabric and the floss were definitely worth $10. Because we're ready to go. The lavender and lace addiction is a problem. But it's really not. It's not an expensive problem. I'm not paying hundreds of dollars. I spent a lot more on... I made my money back on Lady of the Flag, but I spent a lot more on Lady of the Flag. I don't collect a lot. I collect lavender, all the Marilyn Levin, whatever, Bloom, all of her patterns, and then I collect the Prairie Schooler Santas. So I'm not even collecting a lot of Prairie Schoolers, just the Santas. And the Santas I'm willing to part with once I catch up in 20 years. The lavender and laces I will keep. But anyway, and I got 2 more things at the Dollar Tree yesterday. Went to the Dollar Tree specifically to get, I drink 140 ounces of water a day, so I do add flavor to a couple of those. And I got one of these for I have a big bin that I keep the sticks in, and it's too high. So I got this. I got 2 of them because I figured I could use one, I'm sure, here. So one for my office, one for here. And then, look at this little pencil case. So all of my office supplies are this rose gold with the marbling. And it's got this little thing here. I love school supplies. And this here. And I haven't decided if I'm going to take this to work yet or if I'm going to find something here for it, because I love this. So that's my haul. I probably won't be back for 3 weeks. So it'll be a Christmas in July wrap up, and then I think, so at this point, I think I've told you I'm working towards projects that I can finish by the end of the year. So I'm either going to pull out Mayflower. Oh no, I'm sorry. On the 31st, I'm going to start Frogwarts Year 2. I have to get the floss together for that because it's Harry's birthday. So I am taking time to do that, even if I only get 10 stitches in. And then on August, my friend who's getting married in December, I'm making them a wedding announcement. So I also want to get that started. I'm using the 14 count opalescent white Ada that I love. She picked it out, but and then it's just greens and reds. There's only a couple colors. That shouldn't take long. Those are my 2 August starts. And then I think it's either going to be Mayflower or Celtic Autumn, and I'll work on those until I get a finish. So anyway, I hope that you are all staying cool because it is awfully warm. And I will see you in a couple weeks. I hope that you get lots of stitching in and stay safe, and I will talk to you soon. Thank you so much, by the way, for being here, for my current subscribers that have been here a while, the new ones that I picked up because I did a whip parade last video. Your comments and your love mean so much, and I will talk to you all soon. Thanks. Bye.